Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome. This is Eve. It's me again, Eve from Evie True Tarot Talk. And since July is about to finish, it's the 31st of July today, on the time of this recording. And I'm wondering if we should do a first week of August 2026. From the 1st of August to the 7th of August. So it's Saturday 1st to Friday 7th. And let's see what we have for this week of August, shall we? Just a second. Oh. I've got a card popping out. It wants to talk. I'll keep it here as a general message and I'll physically pick 7 cards for August. Right, so there we go. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Hold on. We've got actually in total 8 cards because one of them decided to jump out. So keep that one as a special message for us. So let's start with Saturday the 1st of August. What do we have? Ooh, we have the third, the 3 of Wands reversed. Interesting. If you have been following my videos, this card came out, I believe, 3 or 4 days back, as not knowing what to do next. And I was doing a general reading as well. So Saturday we have the 3 of Wands reversed. So this card tells me that our projects or whatever we have been considering doing or getting off ground. Let's say you've got a project, it's the weekend. So let's even say that you've got a gathering or something to go somewhere, invited you to do something cool. But you're not so sure you want to go. Sometimes we're just a bit, after Friday, after a week of events and things we have to sort out, but perhaps we just like, I just want to chill for a bit. But you might have received invitation for something, and you kind of consider, shall I go? Upright, it would be, yep, I'm gonna venture into these new waters and see, just kind of test it. But reversed as it came, it might be kind of I want a little bit of a lazy weekend just to chill for a little while. For those who have some kind of commitments, like, we've got to go to our favorite niece birthday, and you might be wondering, do I really want to go to a children's birthday this weekend? All that noise and hyperactivity because of sugar. Well, up to you guys. But this Saturday starts slow. It starts like a little of a slow burn kind of thing. You might be considering just recharging for the first half of the day, perhaps. Let's see how Sunday turns out. So from that Saturday, from the 3 of Wands reversed, we get the Ace of Cups. Ooh, Sunday is more promising. So you start refreshed on Sunday. Sunday, you wake up, you look outside, you see the sun, and you kind of, yes, I feel good. And I'm feeling good. Remember that song by Nina Simone? And I'm feeling good. Yeah, there we go. It's a new dawn, new day, new life, and I'm feeling good. So that's Sunday feeling for you. We've got our Ace of Cups energy. So you'll be feeling your cup is always full, not half full. It's actually overflowing with happiness, with feeling content, feeling at peace with yourself, with your what you want to do. You'll be in high spirits this Sunday. So overall, perhaps you'll be receiving some blessings. Look at that hand with that cup, chalice, and the dove of blessing coming down there, and everything's overflowing. So feelings are high and everything is great. That's after that kind of, oh, I need to recharge thing. I don't want to do anything. I just want to literally just stay in and binge watch something on Netflix. Binge watch my why not sit down and binge watch Evie True Tarot Talk on YouTube. That would be good. And then you have Sunday full of blessings, spirits high, everything's cool, everything's good, and you're feeling wonderful. It's a new day, feeling wonderful. So now let's see Monday. Do we get hit by the Monday blues? Let's see Monday. Oh, Monday. We will be. Oh, I think you might go crazy and overload here if you are feeling generous and on Sunday and go out with your friends and family and you're feeling generous and you over the moon. Do not regret that much spending money. Spend it wisely. Spend it wisely, but don't regret it if you do go a little bit crazy this weekend. Because the more you hold on, the more you accentuate that feeling of lack. So that's the kind of oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have go. Although you might be just feeling a bit. If you drank too much, be careful with alcohol consumption on Sunday. If you drank too much on Sunday, you'll be like, oh, that's the hangover Sunday, the Monday. So let's talk about Monday, shall we? So Monday is the Four of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Pentacles is a bit of a tricky card because on the upside, it might signal that everything is balanced because we have the guy with four. Four is the four pillars, the four corners of, you know, of a room. So the four pillars of foundation. So it suggests that it's stable. But the way he's holding on to his values and his coins and everything he believes to be valuable for him is too tight. So it's like I must hold on to this, otherwise I'll never have it again, or I might lose it. And that kind of thought traps you in that feeling of lacking. Yeah. So when you are fully abundant and prosperous, you're not scared of investing, of taking a calculated risk, of giving away, of helping others. You're not scared of that when you are fully prosperous, when you're fully abundant in your mindset and in your actions, and as well as in your physical life. If you're holding on too tight, it suggests that money is tight and you're kind of scared of spending or overspending, or you just or you're literally just a bit of a tight fist and you don't want to help anybody else because you think they would just suck the life out of you or suck all the resources out of you. So you hold too tight. And when you do that, if you do hold too tight, let me put it just closer here so you can see. If you do hold too tight, you might block away. You see the whole city, the whole life, the whole kind of spectrum of opportunities and, of actually abundance and prosperity behind you. You're not seeing it because you're closed off to it. Your back is towards it. You're just focusing on your own thing. So back to our Monday, Monday the 3rd of August. If you drank too much on Sunday, the 2nd, you might be a bit groggy because that came up reversed. Yeah, you might be a bit, oh, a headache, a hangover, feeling the excesses of the night before, or the day before. And you might be like, okay, I need to recalibrate now. Yeah. Um, and the reversed also might talk about the fears of, oh shit, I might have just gone a bit too far. Well, yesterday. But the funny thing is, that's feelings. Yeah. That's cups. That's emotions. That's happiness and high spirits. This is physical. That's coins. That's pentacles. That's physical world. So whatever whatever overflow of happiness or feelings you go through Sunday, you might rethink on Monday that you did I share too much? Was I over the top? Yeah, and Monday is that traditional blues day because you all have to go back to our usual routine. So you might be just kind of, Anyway, it's not a bad start of the week, but it does suggest that you'll be thinking a bit more or considering a bit more your physical state. When I say physical state, it could be your body. You might be feeling that you should um, care for your body more because this guy is totally holding on to things, physical things. And here reverses suggests you might be a bit more generous with yourself, with others. Maybe you'll be rethinking how you have been treating your life in the 3D world, in the physical matters of your life. And that might be your body health, your work, your relationships. And when I say relationships, it's friends, family, co-workers, how you actually treat people instead of, oh, I love this person, but if you never voice it or show it, the showing is in the outside, is in the physical world. The feeling is in the inside. The feeling is inside. That's outside. Okay. So Monday is the Four of Pentacles reversed. Pay attention to your spending as well this weekend. Huh? Then we have Tuesday. Tuesday is the Page of Swords reversed. Page of Swords reversed suggests a bit of maybe mental block on Tuesday. Maybe you'll be a bit doubting if you can do whatever it is that you set yourself up to do on Tuesday. And because it's Page is a very young and naive energy, very immature energy, because it's the beginning. Not because it's silly and dumb, but because it's the beginning. It's the beginning of a process. The beginning is the first is the first court card. So the page grows up to be a king. So it's still in the beginning, in the first stage of life. It still not know all the answers and all the questions. And worse, it doesn't even know how to ask the right questions to get the right answers. It's very curious. It's very curious. However, might be a bit immature in terms of impulsivity. It might think too quick to act, or it might disregard things too quickly. So reverse suggests that energy of curiosity, of intelligence, and wanting to know more is out of balance. So for Tuesday, coming after a 10 of Pentacles reversed, yeah, so you have the, not 10 of Pentacles, coming after the 4 of Pentacles reversed, which suggests a bit of a bit of a indecision of what to do with your resources in the physical realm, in the physical thing, in the 3D world. Then we go into Tuesday overthinking our next step. Yes, so you might be forgetting to do things because you act too quickly or disconsider important information out of impulsivity and impulse. Yeah, you might get engaged in gossip. Be careful. Yeah, don't get yourself tangled with gossip. Because curiosity is, you overhear something, then all of a sudden you're leaning in to learn a bit more. And then you don't hear the entire conversation, but you already got the gist of it, and then you move on to tell the following person about it. Oh, imagine you're at work, and then all of a sudden somebody overhears something about a promotion, and you kind of already start to assume that someone else is going to be hired to fill in that place. But so far, it's not really real yet. It's just rumors, and you go on with it, and you kind of talk to everybody about it. And yes, so be careful on Tuesday with your train of thoughts. It might be a bit imbalanced, and it might be a bit rushed, and it might be a bit immature. Yes, be careful also with arrogance. This card reversed, this card upright. Do you remember the Big Bang Theory character Sheldon Cooper? Yeah, he would be like a page of swords. He's extremely intelligent, but also very, very difficult in terms of social relationships. Yeah, only people who really knows him who can put up with him. The rest can't. Reversed, that is, when your intelligence becomes a bit of arrogance. Because you won't budge, you won't break, and you won't back down, and then can come off a bit aggressive. So if it's the beginning of an idea when none of you guys have all the information yet, don't go around. Avoid going around pretending you know everything. You just take it easy. Go slow. Have fun finding out the information. Yes. Treat it as like, oh, that's a puzzle. I will figure it out, instead of I know this, and then and then you try it and it doesn't work, and you blame somebody else. Don't do that. So that's the Tuesday for you. Tuesday, Wednesday. What's going on Wednesday? Oh gosh, we have the Devil reverse. The first week of August is a tough one. I guess it's because we do have some major. I believe it's on the second week of August. We have um, an eclipse. I think a solar eclipse, I believe, and the energies are up high. But anyway, we've got the beautiful Devil coming up. The Devil card has a rap, has a bad rap, obviously. A bad reputation in the tarot card, in the tarot realm. But it's basically an energy of feeling stuck and submissive to some other force, or at least believing that you have less power than someone else or than the circumstances itself. Yes. However, it came reversed. So that kind of imbalance or dependence might be either super high or going down. So hopefully it's you breaking out of this kind of um, Page of Swords reversed energy. Let's hope that the devil reverse comes to actually release you instead of grab you. Yeah. The devil reverse on the Wednesday when it's the first week of August comes to help us let go of things that no longer serve us. So think of relationships that are actually draining your power, your energy, that person that you can never say no to, even when whatever it is that is being proposed is not what you want. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it could be somebody very close to you, like a mother, father, a sister, cousin, and you just cannot say no to them. And you keep saying yes and going along with it. And at the end of the day, you end up, you know, in a in a kind of a tough situation. So on Wednesday, the devil reverse comes to allow you to take off your shackles. Remove the shackles. It's loose. It's very loose and you can get away with it. You can get out of it if you want to. If you recognize that you are stuck, and if you recognize that you have been giving your power away, you can get away from this energy. Yes? So let's say, what are the things that you've been giving your power away that you can release on Wednesday? If you've been spending too much money, yes. If you've been gossiping a lot or getting in frivolous fight just for the sake of it, or just because of ego kind of things, like wounded ego, and you kind of, okay, I don't want to say that I'm wrong, so I'll continue fighting even though I know I'm wrong. Or even if it's a person that you really have feelings for, but it's just not for your, it's not working out. It's just not working for you. It's not doing you any good. It's not making you progress. Because remember, you are not in a relationship. You're not supposed to be saving anybody, and nobody's supposed to be saving you. Yeah. In a relationship, you must add together. You must be, both must be self-sufficient and have a lot of love for each other, as well as for oneself, for yourself, both of you. Codependence is not healthy and it doesn't add up. It just drains you. So walk away from it, recognize it, have a very difficult, tough conversation, and walk away from it. Yeah. Because talking and being honest releases that energy. And maybe you move on together in a more positive way. Or if it's not really working, it will release you from those shackles so that you can actually find true love elsewhere. Okay? That's Wednesdays. That's Wednesday. Okay, so let's go for Thursday. What's coming up on Thursday? Thursday. Thursday we have the Six of Wands reversed. Guys. So Thursday is going to be a day that whatever you're trying to achieve, you might have to reconsider not the very first place. Yeah. So let's say that this is the march of victory, and everybody's cheering on, and you are the center of attention because you won and you're coming back victorious. Reverse, it doesn't say you're a loser, not at all. That's not it. But however, you might have not won gold, you might have won silver. Yeah. The spotlight is not going to be on you, but you still win. It's still a winning. Yes. So perhaps on Thursday, consider those projects because it's also wands. So wands is a fire card. Its action is get things done. So consider those things that you actually was hoping to get the best outcome ever, and you were not very open to a second proposal or a counter proposal. Perhaps consider those counter proposals because it might be as good as what you were thinking originally, because the winning is not going to present itself as you expect. So let me give an example. Let's say you want to move houses, and you wanted a 2-bedroom somewhere, but that place gets, taken by another person. Someone else puts the deposit in and close the deal, and you were one day too late to close the deal on that one. So you might end up closing the deal on a 1-bed, spacious with a garden. Yes, it's not what your original plan was, but it's still a win. So reconsider. It's not losing. It's not going to be gold. It's going to be silver. Okay. Right. So see it that way. That's Thursday. And that's coming off the devil. Once you release that, you're going to be able to see the second best option. Yeah. So if we were talking about, again, a relationship, let's talk about relationship. So let's say a love relationship, and you've been in a toxic relationship for a while, and then out of a sudden, you kind of, the devil reverse shows up for you, and you kind of, you know what, I'm not happy here, you're not happy here, what are you doing to each other? And you decide to have a very honest conversation, and decides to break off. And and you break away from that person. Both of you are free to literally find someone else who will love you for yourself and truly. So it's like you're walking away from something, and then all of a sudden you realize you've been in love all along with your bestie. Kind of, you would never think of your best mate as the love of your life. But then you realize after a very hard reflection, so you know what, this person has been with me through thick and thin. And this person has opened my eyes so many times for this toxic relationship I've been for the past 3 years. And you know what? I realize now that that's because they love me, and that because I love them. And why not? Yeah. So think of it that way. Anyway, and then we come to Friday, the 7th of August. What does Friday brings to us? We go from the silver medal. We go from the silver medal to the celebration. So you have the celebration on Friday. You're going to be celebrating. The funny thing with the 4 of Wands is it doesn't matter if it's upright or reversed. This is 1111. That's a magical, divine timing manifestation card. It doesn't matter if it's upright or reversed. The energy is there. The energy is there. So it's manifestation, it's celebration. However, it might not be the white wedding you were expecting. Let's just say it might not be the big white wedding that you're expecting. You might just settle for a small celebration, a more private celebration, just a couple of, close friends and family, and good food, good hearty food, good music, not too much expensive things, but good, good, tasty. You know, sometimes the best food ever is that our grandmothers used to make. They taste delicious. They're not Michelin star restaurant, but they like a hug in the soul. So that's the kind of celebration you're gonna be going through on Friday. So the first week of August seems to me that even though, let me show it to you. So it's like 7th of Wand on Sunday or on Saturday, and then recharging, feeling great. Ooh, not so sure. What have I done that I wasted so much money, whatever, time, energy? I need to rethink this. I need to be more generous to myself and others. And then you kind of, somebody's talking shit about someone else. Yeah, close to the coffee area there, the canteen or whatever. And you kind of let your guard down and you just engage with it. And then you kind of, oh gosh, why did I do that? Maybe I just I gotta rethink my life and I gotta rethink my entire life choices and release whatever is no longer serving me here. And you do it so. And when you do it, you get the silver medal. You will still win. You will still win. But the winning will not present itself the way you have been expecting. So whatever you're imagining, it will not present itself just the way as you imagined. It will be different. It will be a different sense of winning, but the win will be there. It's not going to be gold. It's going to be silver. Okay. Silver medal. And then you're going to be celebrating that winning. It's not going to be a massive, massive celebration. It's going to be private, more close, more intimate, more delicious, like our granny's granny's Sunday roast. Let's say Friday roast. So that's what's coming up the next week. So this is the 31st of July that I'm doing this. And let's see now the general message. The general message for, because remember there was a jump out card. Let me just reorganize this here for me so I don't lose train of thought. There was a jump out card while I was shuffling, and that was the first one. I didn't take that one as this Saturday. I said it was going to be a general message. And there we go. And there we go. We have general message is going to be like, you will feel a bit clouded. Again, guys, I've noticed that these cards, all very high energy cards, they are a bit reversed, which means a bit of imbalance. And I do know that some people don't read reversed cards because their own style of reading and everything else. So also there is the belief that there are enough positive and negative energy cards in the deck. So there is no need to read reversed cards. Well, I am old school kind of tarot reading. So I do read reversed cards. I just get the deck, put them, shuffle them up and down, turn a few up and down, and I go with the flow. So I don't think that reversed cards are bad cards. I just think that there is a bit of a block in the energy. So in this case here, we have the sun. Yes, the sun. The sun is a beautiful card. Fantastic, great energy. Everything's open, everything is clear. The potential is there to do anything. However, remember that the sun, when it's very, very intense, it kills. It kills the plants, it kills the grass. Right now, when we have a very strong heat wave, you can get wildfires in some places like New Zealand and Australia. In the UK, where I live, we practically don't see any green grass when the heat wave hits us on summers. Yeah, and we are in August. We're getting into August, so yes, it can be tough when you are used to, I don't know, 5, 10 degrees or less than that, and then all of a sudden you hit 42, 30 degrees, 36. It's tough. So the sun is a beautiful card, but the sun upright also has its dangers. When it's reversed, you need to consider that the sun is still there when the day is cloudy. You see, so the sun never disappears. It's always there. Even if it's winter, it's there. If it's cloudy, it's there. So the energy of the sun reversed, it's a clouded day. Doesn't mean the day is bad, it's just clouded. Yeah. So that's the general energy. So it shows to me that the first week of August will be a bit chaotic. There will be probably old energy going out and new energy coming in, and with the eclipse, I believe there is a solar eclipse on the second week of August. I'm not sure about the date. I don't know if it's the 12th of August or the 13th of August. In one of those days, there will be a solar eclipse. There we go. Solar eclipse. So it might be the energy that is kind of going crazy in the beginning of August, leading on to this eclipse. Yeah, to this solar eclipse. But in the end of the day, take it day by day. Take it one day at a time. Saturday, as suggested, do a recharge kind of thing. Stay hydrated, because it's a fire card. But stay hydrated, sleep well, eat well, and entertain your mind properly in a way that is not too distracting or too overactive. Just be cool. Just be cool. Tuesday, go crazy. Enjoy, be happy. The Ace of Cups is there. So, and the feelings is high and overflowing. So enjoy that. It's good to be happy. You know, when you wake up and you kind of, I'm alive. It's good. It feels good, right? So yeah, just go with it. Monday, you might be a bit kind of worn out, or maybe rethinking how your physical life is presenting itself to you. Yes. So be a bit more generous to yourself and to others. Don't hold on tight. Let go of the grip. Soften the grip a bit. You know, soften. Be a bit less stubborn, because coins is earth. Yeah, earth energy, and earth energy can be a bit stubborn. It's difficult to move earth, right? Earth will be still there for a while unless you do something to move it. So be a bit less stubborn. With the Page of Sword, again, remember not to be too too inflamed with comments from others. Remember not to be too aggressive towards others. If somebody is playing dumb around you, hold your tongue. You know that impatience that we have when somebody's just being dumb. And you kind of want to open their head, put the information and close it. That's the kind of energy of the Page of Swords reversed. Be patient. Be patient. Be kind. Try to be patient. Try to calm yourself. Slow down your thoughts before you actually, yeah, say something. Because that's another thing. Sometimes you kind of thinking, and you, before you even notice your thought, you already said it. And you can, oh, I can't take that back now. Page of Swords. That's on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we have the big, big, beautiful devil here. I do love the devil card because it's so misunderstood, and also so people tend to be so scared of this card. And in my private experience as a tarot reader, it's hardly ever that bad. It talks more about inner our inner desires and our, our, how you call it, the way we face our fears and our, guilty pleasures. And how we let ourselves be dominated or manipulated by others. So you'll be releasing that energy. So be open to releasing, yes, negative energy, negative people, toxic people, toxic behaviors, toxic thoughts. Be open to release that on Wednesday. And then you're going to be moving towards, once you release that, you're going to be moving towards your silver medal, your second place. You're not going to be losing. You're going to win second place. You're going to come and get the silver medal, take it home. Yes. So the project that you are working on will come to fruition. However, is not going to present itself the way you were planning, the way you were expecting. Yes. So it's like sometimes you do something, you're kind of cooking something, and you missed a few ingredients, and you kind of, oh, I'm not sure if it's going to work. I want it this way, and then all of a sudden you taste it. I just discovered a new recipe. And then, that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of energy here. Then we have uh, the personal, intimate, close celebration of Friday. Yes, with your friends and family, close people, tight together, good people. And then the full energy of this, it's going to be the sun reversed. Okay, I was going to pick more cards, but I've noticed that I spoke way too much and this reading became a bit too long. So I apologize for going so long this time, but I hope you have enjoyed. And if you do like this kind of content, this kind of chat about tarot, please do hit the like button. I am Eve from Two Tarot Talk, and I'm extremely grateful for you to stay here this long with me and watching until the end. Have a wonderful beginning of August. Bye bye.